After 3 long months away, I returned home expecting the familiar warmth of family, the laughter, the comfort. Instead, I was met with silence and an uneasy tension I couldn't shake. My wife, Sarah, greeted me at the door, but her eyes quickly darted away, avoiding mine. Something was different, her posture, her energy, even the way she moved. My heart sank as the realization slowly crept in. At first, I tried to dismiss it, telling myself I was overthinking after being gone so long. But as the evening wore on, I noticed the undeniable change, a slight curve in her belly that hadn't been there before I left. My mind raced with questions I was too afraid to voice. She tried to distract me with small talk and dinner, but I was barely listening. That night, I sat silently in the living room while she moved around the house. Every time she avoided my gaze, my certainty grew. I wanted to scream for answers, but something held me back. Before I left on this trip, I had my suspicions. Messages on her phone, late-night calls she'd brushed off. Now everything felt like it was about to come crashing down. The next morning, I confronted her with the calmest voice I could muster. "Are you pregnant?" I asked. Her face froze. She forced a laugh, but her trembling lips betrayed her. She muttered something about me imagining things, yet her hand instinctively rested on her stomach, more truthful than any words. I didn't press further. Instead, I reached into my bag and pulled out my phone. Before I left, I had secretly installed a small camera at home, a desperate act born of growing distrust. I had never wanted to watch the footage, but now I had no choice. My hands shook as I opened the files. What I saw shattered me, her welcoming another man into our home, laughter and whispered secrets, stolen kisses in the very space I thought was ours. The betrayal was raw and undeniable. She sat across from me, pale as she realized what I was watching. When the video ended, I looked at her, not with rage but with a hollow emptiness I'd never felt before. My voice was low and steady as I asked, "Did you see the video?" She was silent, tears filling her eyes. That silence said everything. Finally, she whispered, "I'm sorry." But her apology was hollow, words with no power to erase the nights she broke my trust, no power to change the child growing inside her, no power to fix what was lost. I clenched my fists and stood, torn between screaming and crying. She tried to explain. Loneliness, a mistake, how she never wanted this to happen. But every excuse was another wound to my heart. I had been faithful, working tirelessly for us, dreaming of a future together. She had chosen selfish desire over our vows. The hardest part wasn't just the betrayal, it was the pregnancy. That child was a living reminder of everything shattered between us, proof that she had given to another what should have been ours alone. I couldn't bear to look at her anymore. The house felt poisoned, the memories tainted. I grabbed my bag and headed for the door. She begged me not to leave, clutching my arm, crying that she needed me. But her words no longer reached me. I told her quietly, "You chose him the moment you let him in. You lost me the moment you thought I wouldn't notice." I walked out with a heavy chest but a clear mind. Behind me I heard her sobs, faint compared to the storm inside me. I didn't know where I was going or what the future held, but one thing was certain. I would never return to the woman who betrayed me so deeply. The betrayal destroyed everything I believed in, but it also gave me strength. I refused to live in lies, to raise another man's child, or carry the weight of her guilt. I had faced the truth, and though it tore me apart, walking away was the only way to save myself.